last 5 minutes to go, and the ticker tells you all biggest weekly gains since October 2018. The Nifty and the Sensex are at levels last seen in mid-September. The rupee is at levels last seen in August. It's the gush of FII money that's powered us to where we are. Neeraj Diwan is with us. Neeraj, on the mid-cap side of the screen, what are the pockets that you are still looking at? We've got a rebound in auto stocks, auto ancillary stocks like Motherson, Bharat Forge, etc. There's some interest coming back in select NBFCs. Give us your one or two top mid-cap ideas.
Yeah, like I mentioned last time also, I was on your program that, auto ancillary is one space where stocks were really beaten down, because whatever auto numbers had been coming, they were not good. So auto ancillary being in the mid cap, you see good selling happening, and stocks really took a beating there. So there as we're seeing a bounce back, and I think still even after the bounce back, there'll be stocks there, something like a Minda Industries or a Jamna Auto or a JT, KT, where I think even from the current levels, valuations are still attractive. So if one is an investor with 1.5 years view, even after the bounce back from the lower levels, still you can buy these stocks today. And similarly, in the capital good infrastructure space, I feel that is one space where order books are very good. See, last quarter there was a problem because of liquidity, so there was some slowdown in the execution. But I think going ahead, the execution is going to pick up, and capital good infrastructure space is one where you'll get good traction because of the execution. So there you can look at some of the infrastructure plays like a JMC or something like Action Construction Equipment. So where because of execution, they will get decent orders, and the momentum should continue going forward.
Okay, 3.5 minutes left. Just looking at some names. BHEL is at the high point of the day. NBCC from the low point to the high point. It's a swift move. It's been a strong stock actually. That's BHEL, by the way. NBCC has been a strong stock. And from the low point moving to the high point. Prakash, any thoughts on NBCC?
I think we gave the call in the morning, early morning.
Yes.
It traded sideways, but what a move it has been. I think it's heading up to maybe around 70, 75 zones. I have a feeling it's going up. It's a good bottoming out price. One should buy it, NBCC, and for a slightly longer term perspective. Saying 75, 80 is on the cards, matter of time.
Okay, 75, 80 is on the cards. Mitesh, since you do trade the Nifty IT, your thoughts on today's move and whether it's putting some kind of bottom?
Anuj, my feeling is that we have seen on multiple occasions 16,100 kind of being a strong resistance level, and 15,200 is on the lower side. Yesterday we got an intraday low of 15,202, so I think it will just consolidate. I think it's broken the uptrend and it's gone into sideways consolidation. Most of the indicators are flattening out. I think 15,200, 16,100 would be the range at least for next 3 to 4 weeks to come by. So not much of an action, but yes, on lower levels you would always want to explore taking near the lower end of the range, taking long positions.
Okay. Mitesh, call on the stock of the week, IndusInd Bank. It's come out of a range after several months. What are the next levels to keep in mind next week?
Survey, I was looking at 1650, 1660 as some kind of a positional target, which the stock actually did in practically 3 days. Today it's just trading at the 200 average, which is at 1718. So maybe I think around these levels you might see the stock take a breather. But I've talked about positional targets in excess of 1850. So I think that's where I believe the stock will head towards eventually. But I think after hitting the 200 average and with this weekly gain of around 12% plus, I think maybe next 2-3 days might be just subdued sideways. Okay.
All right, gentlemen, stay on. I think it's a good time to now wind down what has been a phenomenal week for this market. We are up over 3.5% on the Nifty. It's been a large cap week because the mid cap index is up only 2.7%, and it's been a banking week all in out. 6% up on the Nifty Bank, and every single name on the private sector side, even the PSU giants like SBI for that matter, just up and away. So very close to the levels that you mentioned, Anuj. I think a couple of sessions back, 11,500, almost there today.
Yeah, almost there, but look, now you'll have to wait for some kind of consolidation in this market, and the market will give you those days. So to be something happens. The reactions come, like you saw yesterday, whether it was for expiry. Perhaps there would be some news, something like you saw with Reliance today. There would be some reaction. You'll have to buy on reaction now. If you bought at 11,000, good luck to you. I mean, you should be happy. But if you're buying now, you need to consider the fact that you are in a heady market. The put call ratio also, by the way, 1.77 now. Stock of the day, Kotak Mahindra Bank up 4.5%. HP, BP, IOC, all these stocks were up. IT made a big comeback today, led by TCS, up 2.5%. Wipro was higher. HCL Tech 2 up 2.5%. ICICI Bank as well was up about 2%. Bajaj Finance up 2%. Infosys up about 1.5%. On the way down, Lever was down 2%. Yes Bank after yesterday's big move corrected. Reliance corrected a bit, and ITC was down. So.
Okay. In fact, ITC and Lever are the two big losers for the week as well. Very clearly, buying has shifted away from consumer names, at least for the time being. If I talk about today's mid-cap action, the mid-cap index is up about 70-odd points. It has underperformed the large-cap index, no doubt about that. Still, on the gaining side, Adani Transmission 12% up, Dilip Buildcon 9% up. We've seen gains on IDFC, about 4.5-5% up there. REC, NALCO, quite a few of these government companies, they still continue to find takers. Cadila Health has had a decent session, 3.5% up. Tata Elxsi is up about 3% as well. So these are some of the interesting mid-cap movers on the way up. NBCC, 2.5% on the upside as well. However, having said that, there was profit taking in the mid-cap universe. So IOB would be a case in point, 6% down on that stock. We've seen weakness on Bombay Dyeing, on Future Consumer, Lemon Tree, NIIT, Spencer's Retail, which had such a straight one-way move yesterday. So basically gains coming off on some of these stocks. Watch out for some of the South-based cement company names as well, like India Cements, because we got confirmation that some of the March price hike has had to be rolled back. And that was a stock that was down almost 4%. But all in all, not too bad a day for mid-caps either. Let's take final thoughts with our guests then. Mitesh, how would you look at this, considering that it's been a very strong week, followed by some profit taking today? What would the approach be for Monday?
So, Surbhi, I think for the timing, this looks like possibly this could start some kind of a decline. I think we had a swing high at 11,515 on the 14th of September before we went into a big decline and tested 10,050 on the downside. So 10,500, 515 zones, I think I would be inclined to take more profits. We have already taken a good amount of profits and tightened your stop losses. But I think good levels to exit around 11,500, wait for a dip. Now I think 11,300, if you get it, excellent entry point. Otherwise, we'll take it and look at see if there's some kind of sideways consolidation, and then a breakout can be traded on the upside.
Okay. All right, gentlemen. Then we'll wrap it up on that note. Thank you very much for being with us and taking us through the close of what's been a phenomenal week for this market.